Welcome everyone. Good evening to Beauty and Beyond guests, friends, and families. It's Wednesday, and I would like to welcome you all to Connect and Collaborate Day. So I personally decided to feature today on personal branding to promote your strength and remind the world why you are all special. Here, we're going to answer the question, what is personal branding, as well as offering examples, tips, guidance to craft your own brand. Let's welcome Ginny on stage with us.
Hi, Nikki.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, Ginny, and I'm very, very honored and happy that you can join me tonight. I think for me, personal brand is a perception that while it adds value to, because you've shared a lot of tips, that how it could add value to career and life, and you've also shared how to develop it. So is it right to say that can you do it on your own, or is it better to also find a mentor or a personal brand expert to help you guide so that you would know if you're on the right track while building your brand?
In any endeavor, I think it's good to have a coach. In this case, you can see an image consultant, a brand specialist, because we could always help you develop, mentor, and help you develop your personal branding. Because as you mentioned also, Nikki, it has to do also with perception. That's where I also come in as an image consultant, because I can say that branding, personal branding has to do more with your identity, and image has to do with how you're perceived by others. So before talking about what image you want to project, you have to think first about what is my personal brand. So you have to identify first your core, your self, your inner self, so that you can be able to project it to others. That's where the image comes in. Because as an image consultant, we can help you also through the ABCDs.
Right, right.
Appearance, that's when we give tips on dressing, on grooming, on color, and then behavior. We also help with professional behavior and etiquette and civility, giving many tips. Now that we're in the pandemic, we give a lot of tips with regard to online engagements, online presentations, etc. And that's also the C of image, communication. So ABC, communication, how you communicate. We give a high note to nonverbal communication, like the eye contact, and then the smile, and then on online engagements, the forward movement also matters a lot. It shows that you're really interested in what your audience is saying, or your listeners are saying. And then the last D refers to your digital presence. How are you promoting your brand online, especially in social media? Because it should match your true self and how you want to be perceived by others. So that's how we can help individuals. And Nikki, if you want, I can give you some examples of some clients I had. So one lady I mentored is the head of a multi-level business marketing, and she came with the purpose of wanting to look more. She wanted to heighten rather her authority as a leader, and also we gave her a lot of tips with regard, starting with appearance. Like that time she had very long hair, and I suggested, why don't you cut it, because it can give you more authority. And she did, and I have seen her photo shoots afterwards, and she was really transformed. She really looked like a boss, so to speak. And also with the suit, and all. So that's an example. And then you also see a brand specialist and an image consultant when you have a life-changing experience, right? Like now, during the pandemic, this is a perfect time to see an image consultant. But I also remember a client, a male client, a head of a company. He came to see me because he lost a lot of weight. So he thought it was the right moment to have a wardrobe change to match his position as the head of a company. So we helped him with that, how to have that leadership branding to match his position and lifestyle. Those are some examples. And then another lady, after giving birth, she had postpartum depression, And she said maybe it's also the best time to see an image consultant. And she came for a color analysis, to know what are the colors that fit her best, when she chooses her clothes. And that boosted her morale. Okay, and it was a very positive experience for her to regain confidence. So those are some examples of some people who have really taken advantage of such sessions.